Dear Diary, life is returning to the island. Since I completed the quest from the Book of the Gods with the chickens from the eggs, I found quests for eggs for all manner of creatures. Cows, pigs, even wolves. So I am not so alone on this small island of mine. I have constructed an alchemy catalyst, which is allowing me to transmute zombie flesh into leather, which also opens other avenues to gain other resources. But for now, it is time to turn my gaze upon a new horizon.
Ah, my spiritual friend. It's been quite a while since I have felt your presence. Come. Let me show you around. Let me show you the live things that are now here, back on the planet. This is an achievement, a magical achievement beyond all right now. In fact, I better actually pick up some of these eggs, because they are quite useful later on for other things. But it is one thing to bring life back to this planet in the form of animals. It is another to bring life back to the land itself. And I think there is a way. There is a way to do such thing, and I believe it's in the Book of the Gods. How it is done, it is through witchery. So, let us go to how the world changes and explore the witching hour. Botanical magics are all well and good, but if you wish for a full recovery of nature, you will need to delve into the Wiccan rites. The first step for this construction is an oven for extraction of various fumes. Okay, so I need to make a witch's oven and a soft clay jar. Right. Let's go to the encyclopedia. I'm sure it'll have this thing here. Witch's oven. Okay, fairly easy. I do believe I have the iron for such things, so let's get that. The soft clay jar, I believe I would have plenty of clay around the place. If not, I can synthesize some. I am fairly confident of that. Right, let's get to the iron. Now, 2 iron bars. There we go. That's the first stage of witchery. It does send a shiver down my spine to be doing this. I've never had much truck to do with not wizards. I had a little bit more to do with wizards than witches, that is for sure. But if this is what the book tells that we must do, this is where we must go. Right, I need some clay. I don't have any clay on hand. However, I can have some clay made, if I remember rightly. I have some sand from my little diving expeditions. We can turn this sand into clay with our clayconia. It was donated from the Book of the Gods, using botanical magics. It is such a fine thing. I don't have to go digging for clay anymore. I just have to gather some sand, and I can just get it changed instantly with magic. We have the clay. Right, a soft clay jar. Oh, my spiritual friend, I think you might be wanting to also meet some of my other live companions now. I shall show you them shortly. A soft clay jar. Yes, I'm coming, my friends. Okay. That should be very easily made. Ah, of course. As clay does, gets picked up in the digger's backpack. Let's turn that into the soft clay jars. I believe we'll just need a lot of them. We'll take that. Come, my spiritual friend. Let's have a look at my canine companion, my first. Oh, he's looking a little bit on the hungry side. I might have to give him some food. Come. Let's have a look at my second canine companion. He's doing a lot better for himself. We'll let them roam for a bit. Although I am going to have to feed this one some meat at some point. For that, I think we might have to breed some cows later on to keep my canine companions fit and healthy. I can live on a vegetarian lifestyle, but they cannot. Right, we have done what the book has asked us to do. Detection. We have to make a clay jar. Now, if logic serves me correctly, we just take the soft clay jars and we put them into a furnace, do we not? I think that is so. I do have a block of coal here. We shall take that block. This may take a little while. Stop jumping off of cliffs. You will hurt yourself. We shall now call you Clumsy. I shall call you Clumsy number 2. Stop doing this. Anyhow, let's wait for our furnaces. There we go. We have the required 16 clay jars. So, book, we get to pick a sapling, a rowan or alder or hawthorn. I believe I have these strains of trees already growing, but let us check nonetheless. Okay, we have a rowan, we have more rowan, we have a hawthorn, and we have an alder. It doesn't really matter which of these trees I claim, so I shall claim an alder tree and see where it leads us now. Funneled fumes. Actually, let us place our new oven. I believe I am going to do this witchery stuff away from my crops. We'll have in this sheltered little grove here. We'll have that there. Now, let us see what the quest book of the gods tells us. Funneled fumes. Oh, we get 32 clay jar from this as well. Okay. A fume funnel. Capturing fumes in jars on your witch's oven is hard. You only seem to succeed about 30% of the time. As such, you've been trying to come up with a way to increase the rate of fume collection. Observation of other witches. I don't know whether this book knows that I'm on my own. Has led you to discovering the device known as the fume funnel. A single oven can be upgraded with up to 3 funnels to the sides and on the top. However, one on top will not increase the chances of the fumes just smelting speed of the oven. So, you can later upgrade your fume funnels with a fume filter to increase the chance of fumes to be the smelting speed of the oven. Okay, so we can make a maximum of 3 of these fume funnels. I believe it's hiding here. Fume funnel. Glowstone. The one thing that I did not collect while I was in the Nether. There may be something that will have to wait for another expedition. Okay, quest book. We'll have to leave that aside. What can we do next? We can make shears. Shears we can make. There are a few unusual plants that you've encountered while using Mutandis. It might be worth retaining a sample of them in case they come in handy in the future. Some of these plants do need them to use shears to collect them intact. Namely, I think it's got something to do with the snowbell seeds, perhaps. Perhaps that is so. But this is an easy task. We can complete this quickly. One set of shears. Okay, we need to get ourselves... interesting. Mutandis. This, I'm not really sure how we can do so. The Spanish moss, I think we have to mutate a moss or something of the like. Somehow. I shall have to research this. Alright, let us see. We have some mossy stone. Will the Mutandis work on this to give us this Spanish moss that is asking of us? No. We may have to investigate some other form of mutation of such different kind of vegetation. Perhaps something hanging, perhaps. Okay, we've now just made ourselves some vines. Maybe mutating this will give us the Spanish moss that we require. I am guessing here, my spiritual friend. I don't know if you have any experience in this sort of thing. If you do, send me some whispers on the wind. But I feel like I am on the right track. Or not. This does not work. I do not understand this. Maybe more research will be required. The other items I could probably mutate from a sapling. Maybe not. Maybe I need to grow something in the ground before I can mutate it. Such experiments will have to continue. Right, let us take us one bone meal. Place that on the grass. We can mutate this grass, I am aware. A lily pad we do not want, nor a poppy, nor a hawthorn sapling. It is handy, however. Spanish moss. This is one thing I did require. Aha! I think that ended up in my forester's backpack. Yes, it did. I am sure of this. Here it is, the Spanish moss. Okay. We shall place this on the mossy stone. I think I shall... I have more vines here. I do not need to spare them. So we'll keep that as such. I have actually a feeling that these vines will actually overtake even the trees themselves. I'm not sure if I wish this to happen. It may happen whether I want them to or not. We'll keep the trees away from the mossy pillar. Okay, so that's the Spanish moss acquired. Now I just need these other things. Acacia trees. I have not seen this sapling before. Dandelions we have. Hawthorn, okay. Fern, no. Come now. Give us the glintweed. This is something also I did require. There we go. Now I think it was an emberweed. More Spanish moss. I will take this. I will take this. That's going back into my forester's backpack. Aha, and Ember Moss. Hopefully the Book of the Gods did not require much of this. Oh, one of each. Ah. That is a problem. It has all disappeared into my pack. The Book of the Gods doesn't quite is not quite quick enough to recognize. Okay, we get to claim our reward if I have space. I'm just going to have to move a few things around, I think. Let's see, there we go. The Spanish moss, I think I will place over there. It should give us a good growing stock. At least I hope so. Right, quest book. Claim our reward of snowbell seeds. Which is all well and good, but I've already got a crop of snowbells. I have required some snowballs for some other mechanical things that I had to pursue. Hello, Poppet. One of the best parts of being a witch is messing with people's heads. Well, there's not very many people around here. Quest book of the gods. With poppets, small dolls that can be tag locked to people. You can use poppets either to protect yourself from a number of harms, or can be used the tag lock bound to other creatures to deal harm to them. Use a tag lock on a being when they are looking or on their bed, and you will have a tag lock bound to them as to use as you please. Whether your intentions are nefarious or nice is your business. I see. Fire protection poppet. Oh, this would actually be very handy when we are in the nether, of course. A tag lock kit and a poppet. How do we construct such things? Tag lock kit is a bottle and a bone needle. A bone needle is a bone and a flint. Okay. I think we can manage these things. I'm sure we've got these things in our inventories around the place. I am sure. Bones we have plenty of. This I know from my Tower of Darkness. Hey, zombie. Hey, you've got a few of the bones that I've been wanting. I only need one, however. Carry on, carry on. Yes. The sound of creepers dying from the heights will never get old. Flint. Flint, of course, in the digger's backpack. There we are. We have the flint. The bone, the flint, the bone and needle. Now, all we require is a glass jar. There we go. And I only need one of these. Only one I require. And now I just need to make a poppet. Poppet, poppet, poppet. Poppet, not bound. Ooh. This is what we needed the Spanish moss for. String, I believe I have. Wool, I believe I have. Well, I happen to have wool on me. This is quite fortuitous. String is easily obtainable. Let's go grab some cotton from my cotton crops. A good harvest. I did not really require a big crop of cotton. Let's see. I will just make it all into string. I have a feeling I will require a chest also, while for my witchy needs. So I shall construct one presently. A double chest would be probably the best course of action. And we can have that up next to the oven. It is one thing to work in the rain. I feel I have to do so just to keep my irrigation going. The Spanish moss is growing. Good. Whoops, I have company. Quickly, I need a sword. Whoa. I don't know where you came from, but I'm not ready for you yet. I need a sword and I need it quickly. Come, Raetac. This dispatch of my... I think he is getting wise to what I am doing. The undead, they sense that I am pursuing the witchery arts to change things. Perhaps I should have actually made a crafting table while I was at it. Never mind. Here will do. And the rain does stop. We'll get some more... I'm not sure if I'm able to construct a regular crafting table. No. Of course, things have changed. So, I should have crafted... Actually, we can do so. If I look in my tool backpack, I have a flint axe. I need a piece of flint just to make sure it is completely repaired, because you need a repaired axe to make the old crafting tables. Let me see, a piece of wood like such. Such have crafting tables changed. We'll make it a crafting station there. Now we can craft as much as our hearts desired. Alright, we've got the tag lock kit. We have the wool required. We have the string required. I just need some Spanish moss. I think 2 pieces is what I did require for the poppet. I'm pretty sure. Yes. And a bone needle also. What did I do with those other... Oh. I left them down in the other chest, didn't I? How forgetful of me. I shall pick that bone up. It may come in handy later. Definitely come in handy later. Okay. In this chest it was, yes. I will have to resort some of my things. I have kept the hounds inside in the storage area. They are less likely to hurt themselves. Right, let's see now. We have our Spanish moss, like such. We have our bone needle. We have our string. And our wool. There's our poppet. I think I shall put these tools back in my tool backpack. I have become much more organized since last you were here, my spiritual friend. Not quite so much as I still have too many tools for the amount of chests I have, or the amount of bags I have. Never mind. So we have our poppet. Let's go back this book to go back to our book, our questing book. We needed the 3. Okay, I need the other in my hand. I need 3 of these things. So I will just make another glass bottle or 2, and 2. There we go. Now that should satisfy that quest. Crafting. We make a water protection poppet. Okay. Oh, hang on. There was words to be of read. One of the simplest poppets to make. A water protection poppet will protect the tag lock being from drowning. Bear in mind, you will need to keep the poppet on your person for for it to have an effect. That it would have been handy earlier, but I've learnt how to dive instead. Alright, water protection poppet. How does one do this? Ink sacs and water artichokes. It so happens in my quest to get the snowball plants and the snowballs for the other particular thing, I did make myself a water artichoke crop. How handy is this? It is very handy. I only needed 2, and the dye, I believe I have more than enough. So, I think it was the poppet, the artichokes, and the ink sacs. Haha! Getting through many of the quests. Now we can claim our reward of the fire protection poppet. Claim. So now what does the quest book say? I need to pursue these funneled fumes. However, that involves a trip to the nether, and I am not willing to go to such places yet. Perhaps I shall do this soon when I gather the courage. That will happen, of course, later.